You're now tuned in to my main man, Dubs. If you want that garbage, go somewhere else. If you want that music that matters, he came to the right spot. Hey, Dubs, talk to him.
This is not for the weak-hearted. Ever since the beat started, the flow switched up from...
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning David Haye. David Haye says that Deontay Wilder has career-changing power, and Anthony Joshua will find out the hard way, says David Haye. As David Haye gave his synopsis of the two fighters, he said that Anthony Joshua, the way he outboxed Andy Ruiz, he won't be able to fight Deontay Wilder in the same fashion. He won't be able to due to the height and reach advantage that Deontay Wilder has. And if Deontay catches Anthony Joshua with one of those right hands, he will crumble. Those are the words of David Haye. You know, with David Haye, I know that he has been in the ring with Deontay Wilder back when Deontay Wilder was younger in his career, and we've seen David Haye give Deontay Wilder the business. I've seen that. And we've also witnessed Deontay Wilder knocking out the last two or three of his opponents. You know, of course, the last two, okay, which was Dominic Breazeale and Luis King Kong Ortiz. And he caught them both with the same punch, the right hand. We also seen last year Anthony Joshua get his belts back by outboxing Andy Ruiz, on top of being stopped by the referee in round 7 by the same man, Andy Ruiz. Okay. Now, to counterpunch Mr. Haymaker, David Haye. David Haye needs to realize that that could be a two-edged blade, okay, for one. Deontay Wilder can't afford to be getting hit with left hooks that come from Anthony Joshua. You know, I look at Joshua's left hook, right hand, right uppercut, jab, straight right, those type of punches that he gets hit with. I don't think that he can afford to get caught with them on the inside like he got caught with caught Ruiz with in the first fight. And speaking of the second fight, because that's what David Haye was comparing, the upcoming future fight between those two, in the style that Anthony Joshua was using, he was boxing Andy Ruiz. Okay, we just heard last week, people, that early this week, that Anthony Joshua will not be boxing Deontay Wilder. It won't be that type of fight. So he wouldn't have to worry about getting caught with a right hand, because Deontay Wilder, the way he fights off his back foot. His guard, his legs are spread wide apart, and he looks for the right hand from his back foot. That's how he throws it. He either throws it from the back foot or he comes forward and launches it. Okay, either way, that's how he throws it. But he's not an inside fighter. And Anthony Joshua would be victorious by using his jab and follow his jab and setting everything up from his jab. You know, using lateral movement, taking away the right hand, you know, and peppering him with his jab. The same thing Gerald Washington did to Deontay Wilder, and he was swelling him up and was successful doing so, you know. But Anthony Joshua said that he wasn't going to wait around. He wasn't going to take him lightly, and he wasn't going to play with him, you know. And by doing that, you respect the power that Deontay has. Because if you don't respect it, like a lot of people see how green he is in there, how easy he is to box, they let their guard down and they end up getting knocked out. And that's a lot of people's problem. And I don't think Anthony Joshua would do that, because I think he's a smarter fighter. But like David Haye did say, it only takes one. It takes one perfect punch, but this is the heavyweight division. That's pretty much everyone, okay? If you get hit with the perfect punch being a heavyweight, you're bound to be out. Coming from Deontay Wilder, yes, he is a very powerful person with that right hand. But he has to land it right. He has to land it in a way like he landed Ortiz the second fight for the first time. Okay? That doesn't guarantee that he's going to hit every time he throws a right. It's just, hey, it's a jackpot shot. It could be, but it's not always the case, because you remember that first person, like I keep reminding people, Ortiz and Wilder won. He hit Ortiz multiple right hands with the right hand, a lot of times. On top of the forehead, side of the forehead, behind the head, right? Straight up the middle. He hit him with those punches. He caught him in the 5th round. He was able to recover, right? And he didn't get another shot off like that until, what, the 10th? So it took him 5 more rounds to land those punches in between getting hurt himself. So, yes, that's a two-way street. Deontay Wilder can be hurt also. Okay? Now, what people don't look at the chances, okay, of a fighter being hurt by the other fighter. It puts me in it reminds me of Felix Trinidad. Everybody feared his left hook. Everybody feared his left hook. Everybody thought that Trinidad, if he hits you with the left hook, you're out. Ask William Joppy. Who else did he fight back then? Fernando Vargas, those guys. But a guy by the name of Bernard Hopkins knew, if I can stay away from the left hook, I got him. And he took him out. It took him 12 rounds because Trinidad was very tough. He was rangy. He was tall. He was not the biggest guy, but he possessed power with the left hand. Okay. And he took Trinidad out. But he had to set it up, but he stayed away from the left. He weathered the storm on the left. He reared to the right. Okay. So the punches that he was allowed with, he allowed him to get hit with the right. Anthony Joshua is going right in the fire with Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder can be hit just as well. But you don't fight a shorter guy the same way you're going to fight a taller guy. So I don't know why David Haye would compare one fighting style, fighting one fighter, to another fighting style, assuming that Anthony Joshua was going to just box Deontay Wilder. No. You don't do that. That's not good. The thing is, you got to fight fire with fire, because if you don't, that fire will eventually burn you, and that fire is the name of Deontay Wilder. But that's my counterpunch on Mr. David Haye. You guys tell me what you think about his comments. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.